If you haven't been with us the last week, we are in a new series called So This Is Awkward. And Dan's going to be continuing that for us today. And, this series just takes a look at some of those topics that are a little bit uncomfortable to talk about in church, but are so important to talk about and to address in a safe space and in a safe community. So he's going to be talking a bit today about how God made us all differently. And where Dan's going to focus a little bit on a specific area of that conversation, I think it's an important discussion to talk about what that looks like in worship also. And sometimes that can be an awkward conversation, right? How we worship and the way we worship and how we like it can be very different. Each of us worships God in our own way. Some people have a style preference, such as a hymn versus contemporary. Some people prefer songs from their youth, things that bring back memories, where others prefer new releases. We had a friend even back in December, a friend of mine, Kiwi, came and led us in hip-hop worship on Sunday. And I think that was the first time our church ever had that, and where it was different for us, it still glorified God. There's also the difference in how we worship. I've led in some churches where some people sing very loud. They're up, they're clapping, they're dancing, their hands are in the air. It's like a rave, right? And then I've led in some churches where it's the opposite. And it doesn't mean that one is right and that one is wrong. All expressions of worship are meaningful and they're beautiful as long as we're doing so to glorify, praise, and bless God. He's worthy of any way that we decide to worship, and we can choose to glorify him in all that we do. In Psalm 100 it reads, "Shout for joy to the Lord, all the earth. Worship the Lord with gladness and come before him with joyful songs. Know that the Lord is God. It is he who made us, and we are his. We are his people, the sheep of his pasture. Enter his gates with thanksgiving and his courts with praise. Give thanks to him and praise his name. For the Lord is good, and his love endures forever. His faithfulness continues through all generations." Amen.